loud. I am your
Yes,
host,
sir.
Chris Jefferson, with the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, AJ X Man, the beast mode himself. Welcome back to the show. How you doing today, AJ?
I'm doing good. I like that Ajax, man.
AJ X Man beast mode, double entendre. You're transcending all the galaxies at
This
this
Beast is
point.
a X-Men, right?
Exactly. I think I thought of that because I originally thought Wolverine
Uh,
when I thought of you as an X Men, but I think AJX Beast
okay.
is a good one. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. You're probably
Yes,
happy to
yes.
see our shining faces as we have been having some amazing guests. This time I know Kai was on.
Yep.
We had a special episode we recently filmed last week. That's why you guys didn't see us to be aired.
Yep.
And it feels good. It feels good to be back, talk to the people, talk about a little bit of life because
Yeah.
life has been lifing.
Life has been life, and the universe has been universe. Man.
Yo,
That's the
so
best way to put it.
much, and I feel like we need to talk a little bit about that, man, because there's so much
Hey,
been
we need
going
to get it
on.
out, man.
Because it's weird, right? Not
Yeah.
weird, but it's fantastic. Like whether people want to, no matter what you believe in life, I think everyone can realize right now, so much is happening and changing in our time. It's happening at a most exponential rate,
Yep.
right? And maybe this is just something new to me. Maybe our parents knew this. Our parents felt this at this age. I'm 36, so and AJ, how old are you?
24.
24. So we got a 12-year gap. Does it feel like it's moving fast to you? Things are happening quickly,
Yeah.
right? And it seems like it's a lot. And I don't know if that's just me or it's everyone else at home what's different, but I feel like we're in a time and an age and a place where the universe is rapidly changing on all levels. The awakened state of humanity, the change in our society. It's like some people are trying to hold on for dear life for what is, and others are trying to let go to see what could be. And it's a beautiful state of kind of almost chaos,
Yeah.
so to speak. But for those that are focused on their journey and their path and what they're doing, it seems to be an okay time. I know it's kind of with me. AJ, how have you been, man? How you been feeling with everything going on?
Jeez, man. I would say it's like a roller coaster, man. It's like you have really good days, really bad days, and then you got days where it's like, damn, I don't know if this is good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
It's wild, man. It's wild. It's a wild feeling. Um, in a sense, I there's a like there's a mix between me actually liking it and then like some days I'm just like fuck
yeah, I'm tired.
yeah,
Like
like
I
yo,
like
why?
this. I'm happy I'm
Yeah.
here,
And of course
but this is
I don't like bringing that energy to like other people, but it's like damn yo, this shit right now like it's
yeah,
sucking right now.
yeah, and it's a I've learned it's a part of the journey that we talk about embracing without talking about the feeling. And we talked about that before, right?
Mhm.
Last couple of episodes. But I think we're that brings us to the topic of discussion today of really wow, I lost my whole train of thought on the discussion because of what you said. Like it's a lot. But oh, there it is. The topic of discussion boiling down to everything that you're asking for from your life and praying for or manifesting from the universe is more work,
Yeah.
right? Like think about it. There's gonna be a little kid that says, "I want to be the best basketball player in the world." You can't get that without putting in the work. You can say you want to be a billionaire, but if you don't know what it is you want to do to get there, you're kind of lost.
Yeah.
And most of us don't want that. Most of us just want, to have a home, food, clothing, shelter, but to be able to support their family and live a happy life, right? Get the chance to do something you love every day. Um, as someone that's a part of in that journey now and discovering those things, you start to realize that the material things are only momentary happiness pieces. They're important though, because they do bring a sense of happiness that we create to experience as human beings. Instant gratification is a thing. It's why you want to go to the mall and buy something.
Yeah.
You're experiencing something new. Just you just have to realize it doesn't last forever. That new hoodie and that new shirt may be cool, but it's not going to give you your happiness that you're looking for in the long term. Um, and I truly get to the point now of understanding that your work, what you get up every day and put effort into, is going to be the large, overwhelming determining factor of your happiness. Or you're going to have to try to find something else. I can only speak from my point of view, but you're either chasing a really large and high amount of materialistic things
Mhm.
and experiences, which is not bad. Shoot, I'm trying to go to Dubai and do all this crazy stuff too, right? But if you don't have a purpose behind what you're doing to gain the wealth in which it is to go do those things, because you don't need a reason to do those, just live. I think that's a big thing, right, AJ? We try to look for the deeper meaning of why we're doing things sometimes and all the time. And maybe in reality, we just need to do it because we're living. We like it. It's fun. It's not hurting anybody. It's an experience to take with me and share. Like we went to a car show last weekend, Bimmers versus the World. Big shout out to them. Amazing time.
Yeah.
Like saw some wild stuff, did some interviews. Big shout out to Big Dame Snaps
Yo,
for getting out there and asking all the
listen,
crazy questions. And we had a great time.
yeah,
You guys will get that content soon. And literally there's no reason we're there other than having fun and taping the event.
yeah.
Like we paid a little bit too much for French fries, but it was good fries.
Yeah.
Fries were solid. 8 out of 10, easy. Like, some people rate pizza, we rate fries here.
Yo.
We should totally do that segment now. It's gonna happen. Now we gotta go rate the fries.
Okay.
Fire fries.
Fire fry. Okay. I like that. Okay.
Yep. Fire fries.
Fire
One
fries.
dunk, everybody knows the
Yeah,
rules.
so
Let's
after
go.
dark, man.
Yeah, so after dark, we're gonna come for your fire fries. That sounds wild.
Fire fry.
Off topic completely, but bringing it back, right? And I probably said these things before is the the joy you seek is behind all the work and pain that you're running from. So many people say it. Will Smith says it. A lot of people that progress, David Goggins, we talk about him a lot. He says embraces the pain. So many other inspirational figures and people have done amazing things always talk about how what you want is behind the pain
Mm,
or the struggle or the work. But one thing they don't talk to you about is how to embrace that work.
mm,
Because when you ask for something in the world, no matter how big or small it is, it's going to require a little bit of work to get there. How do you embrace that work is extremely difficult to try to translate
yeah.
to someone that's never actually physically done it, right? Because there's something to be said about putting in a long, hard day's worth of work. You don't have an end result, but you feel exhausted, tired, but you feel fulfilled because you know this is going to get me one step closer, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I'm sure we like I've had jobs that have taught me that. Like I'm sure you've had a job that you've gone to that was probably physically, mentally, emotionally exhausting, and you literally would get home and you're like, oh, I feel good now. Accomplish something. But
That was most of my jobs.
most of your jobs. So have you had a job yet that like you're putting in crazy amount of effort and you feel really gratified in doing it?
Like a job that I've had.
Yeah. Other than this, of course.
Um,
Shameless plug. You don't have to have any. So that's the biggest thing I think
not at all, man.
I think it's almost a must not a must. I ain't gonna tell you you need to do something, but I think it's important to experience that where you will be putting in effort day after day, night after night, without any guarantee of result, and the exhaustion or exertion you feel is gratification. Don't get me wrong. You need to celebrate your wins. Having results and feeling good and celebrating those wins is vastly important for longevity.
Yeah.
But when you're in a point where you're not really winning yet and it doesn't feel like it, we don't talk about how to embrace that, how to be cool with it. Like having the positive mindset is probably one of the hardest things to do, right?
Definitely.
We some people say just be positive, look on the bright side, but unless you practice it every day, you will not get to a point where it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
Like I forgot, someone once said that the internal voice in which your children hear is what you tell them when they're a child. So if
Wow.
you're one of those, yeah, right. Think about that because when you're young, like I don't necessarily remember my inner dialogue when I was a kid, but I do remember hearing my mom and my parent, my family around us, right? What those people around you instill into you is what you'll carry as your inner dialogue, right? Which makes it even more important to pour into our children positive affirmations and encouragement, right?
Yep.
You correction, so that way you can teach them new things, but from a positive light of growth. But as an adult, when you get to that place, if you're just like we can accept like, oh, this is just how I am. I'm a worrier. I'm negative. I always these things always happen to me. Someone taught you that.
Hmm.
May not be you. Might not be able to align with you, but Stop that way of thinking is daily practice. Waking up, like I can tell you every day I wake up before I even open my eyes, I say a few affirmations. I say, today's gonna be a great day. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Today is gonna be a fantastic day. Today is gonna be pure amazement. Great things are gonna happen all day today. And then I usually wake up and in my day they usually do.
Yeah.
and I'm and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to have another day of fantastic achievements. And it literally is pure joy. And then I also say I'm getting better, and every day I'm getting better. No, I'm getting better every day in every way.
Mm,
I'm getting better every day in every way. Every
powerful.
aspect of my life, I say that. I say it probably almost a dozen times before I open my eyes. And the other one, and it sets my mindset to look on the positives, to look for growth, and look for my achievements. Because we often, especially, man, if we're going to talk about it, doesn't. I won't even say black households. I only say it because I come from one. But it might be your households out there, no matter what nationality background you have. We hear it in cultures that
Yeah.
parents are very overbearing and not always positive, but can be negative, and that's super hard to deal with when you're a kid because you think that's what love is. So when you get older and you're,
Reflects.
yeah, it reflects because you're asking for all these things in your life. And you're like, why has it got to be so hard? Why has it got to be so difficult? Right? I can't do that. Well, that's not you saying it, that's your internal voice. So that's kind of one thing you have to realize is when you do ask for things from the universe, from your God, whoever you pray to, or what you believe, it's going to be work.
Mm,
A lot of it. A lot of it. Like, there's no secret. Like my goal is to be wealthy, to build programs, to enrich the lives of the people around me, and provide opportunities for the youth in which I work with. But to do that, I have to be exponentially more successful than those around me to have an excess to give to others to provide more to them. And that is what's hard. That's what's hard. Like, cause I can working with UHA, we come in here, pop the cameras open, and just start filming.
literally.
Just start filming. What are we
Yeah.
talking about today? We're gonna talk. This is what I'm feeling. We're talking about this topic.
Yep.
Not this is not the hard part. This is just me speaking from the heart and enjoying the conversation with you. The hard part is building the business, the economy, the conglomerate of organizations and businesses around this that allow us to come here and do this.
Yeah.
Because you either take one or two roads, right? You either take the road where you're focused in what you want to do in your craft 110%, and then usually you don't have the means and the money to take advantage of it. So then you may want to be an artist or you may want to be a videographer, photographer, but you really can't afford a quality camera to get the shots you want because you're dedicating all your time and not really getting a full time job on it, right? Or you're that guy that you got a full time job and you're so exhausted when you get home, you don't have time to feed into your craft. You
Mm,
may get distracted by television or social media or movies or friends or family. And those are all normal things, but that's where the discipline comes in to put the work in no matter what side you choose to come in on. I've been on both. I've been on both. I've had a good job out of college working for one of the top four banks in America. Woo woo. And then I didn't like it. But during there, I had money, so I could buy stuff for my studio and make music and DJ and all this cool stuff. And then when I left to focus on music, what made it possible is because I had money saved up to pay for the things I wanted to do.
mm,
So I could take 2 years and just be like, I'm gonna work low paying jobs here and there just to make ends meet. So I had freedom to work on music anywhere from 8 to 16 hours a day. And yeah, two different walks of life. But you know what the interesting part was? I found joy in both. No one was better than the other because your joy is different. When I was grinding and working 16 hours a day on my craft, the joy and fulfillment was because I was doing something I loved.
mm,
But then I had the stresses of like, I got no money to go out. I got no way to do anything. And you feel like you're missing out. And Wallow says, you got to miss some summers.
yeah.
And I was missing some summers. Not a lot, but I was missing some summers and still missing some summers, as he says. Yeah, sheesh. I haven't tried with my friends in a while. Doing it this year, though. We got to do it this year. But it's, you understand like the sacrifice. So either going to work a 9 to 5 and sacrifice 8 hours a day to go a job you may or may not love to give you the money needed to follow your passion, have the materials and tools needed to do it, or you're going to go all in on the skill and hope that that can pay for it. Both roads take time. For me, I think I can't suggest either one to you.
It depends on the person.
It really does depend on the person because you learn new things from both. Like, and when you go back and forth between them, because that's literally what I've done, go
Yeah.
back and forth, you start
I
to
was just there.
tell me about that.
Like we were like literally 2 months ago. I
Mm,
was literally jumping between, okay, do I do this? Spend most of my time at this job, not really having time to really do me or to actually work on my craft. And then I was going in between, like, okay, now I'm here. Like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? It was like a mixture of both worlds, and yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot, but as we talked about, man, it depends on the person.
yeah, it
Definitely depends on
absolutely
the person.
does. You kind of have to look for it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that is where we question, right? It goes back to question our own decisions, not trusting ourselves, and literally feeling as if we may or may not make the right decisions, the right thing.
Mm,
And so it makes us that fear of commitment to doing the work, which gets you further and further from the blessings in which you want to receive.
yeah.
And it's hard, man. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. And the interesting part is I thought of this the other day. There are times where I see images in my head of things I'm going to achieve and do in my life, and it feels so real. And I can close my eyes and think of it now and feel the passion, the love, the joy of getting to do these things I want to do and see myself doing them. And
Mm,
the joy I have of waking up every day and get to do these things. And whether it's tiring, exhausting, knowing every day is not going to be as easy as it is, but realizing like, oh my God, I'm doing what I love every single day.
yeah.
Having that feeling, like now it's like more of a reality because I do things I love every single day. My day job is awesome. I'm building and doing things I like. It's stressful, but I like it. I love it. Love the team I'm working and building with. Media is so sick and dope. Like this is so sick and dope to create art to people.
Fire. Yeah.
Fire, right?
It's fire.
So to get to do both, like it's truly a blessing in my life. Before I got here, what held me on to continue to work is that feeling of joy I imagined in my head, what it would feel like. And I can tell you, having it is 10 times better. You can't imagine how good it feels to do live like that. Is it a long road? Hell yeah. It's a long ass road. Like, yo, when you're in it, you feel like it has no end. When you start to progress and make progress, you're like, yes, I want more. And then when you're in that lull right before things take off, like as everyone says, you you're so impatient, rushing and anxious and trying to hold on to everything that you second guess and you can't be present.
Mm,
But then you wake up and one day you're like, oh, it's all happening now. And you just say, be present, be patient. It's all going to come to you. Like if you could see it, you can achieve it. Even though it sounds cheesy, and I hope we don't use that for the Instagram reel.
if you could see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands.
Ooh, whoo.
Shout out to Richard Fame, man. That's not me.
Put that one on the books.
Hey, shout out to Richard Fame, man.
Put that on the books. I like that. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
Yes, sir.
And that's a real thing. And because what you guys should realize out there is
Don't let Dane get to that saying. We'll leave it.
I
There.
love how you're putting these in the episode. You better be watching these. Otherwise, these gems are gonna get lost. Oh man, but no, yeah, wow, just throw me off my game. I seriously had like a good line I wanted to share. And he is like, nope, shameless plug. Here we go. I hope you're watching, Dame. If you are, appreciate you, kid. Keep doing what you're doing. I see the grind coming in. We'll talk more soon. Um, but yeah, like everything we have in this world was made by man. The buildings you live in, the bridges you cross, the cars you drive, the food you eat. All of those ideas of how they were made, compromised, prepared, moved around, arranged came from a man's mind. And look at the marvels in which we created. We go to space. Some may say allegedly, but I'm gonna say we went. I like it. I want to believe it. I'm gonna put it all out there, bro. We have airplanes as a massive means of travel. Independent travel through cars. Supercomputers in your hand with communication with anyone in the world. Now we have Neuralink coming out.
My team.
We have self-driving cars. We have AI being developed, solving our problems and doing things for us. All of this was made by man. So to believe that we don't have a gift of being human beings, of allowing us to see things, being able to learn the crafts, the tools, instruction, and knowledge needed to bring it to life to hold in your hand is a magnificent thing. It's almost like what you almost some might call it a miracle, but it's a beautiful, magnificent thing. So kind of realize that when you get to a point where you're like, do I go for this or not?
Mm.
Many men have come before me and achieved their goals. Why can't I? And I remember there was a saying. They said the difference between those that made it and those that haven't throughout history is the ones that made it never gave up. Just keep going. There was a story of a gentleman that like he wanted to be in a rock band all of his life, and it really never happened for him. He was supposed to have a hit record, go on this tour, and when he was supposed to go on the tour, he broke his leg and he ended up not going on tour. But he kept playing as he got older. And he started doing covers of songs and he started doing his own songs. And I believe one of his songs went viral because one of his kids put like his video on like a TikTok or something.
Oh, snap.
And like people started really liking his music. And then he went viral and he took off. He got a record deal. He's doing tours. But the guy didn't start doing that till he was like in his 50s
Wow.
or 60s. Like, imagine if he would have gave up in his 20s. Like that man probably had a whole ass career,
Yeah.
like raised kids, had a family, and thought, okay, well, this was my life. I'm grateful. I'm done.
Mm.
And then universe is like, not really. We got something for you, buddy. How beautiful is that of a story? It probably sucked. But now that he has it, he's like, yo, this was probably amazing because I got all that and more.
Mm.
And to me, I think that's where we need to realize life doesn't end when you're 30s. For most people, it just begins. I have friends in their 40s that are killing it right now. I have friends that are going to be in their 50s that are killing it right now. And I have friends in their 20s that are killing it. But it's in different levels and different means. So it kind of puts me back in that place, right, of not giving up and putting in the work. So let's get back to that question. What do you do when the universe gives you the opportunity to follow your dream, right? Let's give an example. You you say, "Hey universe, I want to change people's lives. I want to build systems to change their lives." The first thing you're going to be offered is probably not that job. The first thing you're probably going to be offered is an opportunity to start learning the skills to understand yourself, to help yourself. Because before we can help anyone, we have to help ourselves. Let's be real here. Hurt people hurt people. And if you're not healed or doing the work or at least being self aware of it, you're going to project your feelings, your desires, your wants, your fears onto other people and start to blame them when things don't go right. It's kind of that it's not me, it's you thing, but it can't be everybody else. This is going to be real controversial, but if you wait, and I'm saying this because I love you guys. If you wake up in the morning and you say, everyone around me sucks, I can't stand any of them, they're all wrong, I'm right.
Gotta look at yourself.
One or two things needs to happen. Look at yourself and see if it's really you. Like, because it can't be everybody through every part of your life all the time. You have to have some people that you align with. Not have to, but it's highly unlikely. Take a look at yourself and say, oh, maybe I'm the one that has the outlook that needs to change.
Mm.
Maybe there's things on me I need to work on.
Mm.
Maybe there's some stuff in my childhood that left me behaving a certain way. Our parents did the best they could with us.
Yeah.
It's our responsibility to take what they've given us and refine it into who we want to be. Yeah. They give you the raw materials and tools. You got to chisel that shit down. So it kind of leans heavy on that for me because we often walk in rooms and we blame everybody else about where we're not getting where we want, but we don't ask ourselves, am I really working hard? Can I learn? Can I grow? Yes, it's difficult. Learn and grow through it. It's going to suck. Absolutely. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't let it be you. You got this. Keep going. And then lastly, if you know you're doing this work and you're growing and you see the growth in yourself and you still feel that there are a lot of people around you that just don't vibe with you in any way, and in fact, maybe they're being negative with you, maybe there's some distance.
Yeah.
And that's not wrong either, because when it comes to doing the work, it's going to take support. You're going to have chapters where you got to do it alone, and you need to learn who you are and what your strengths are, rely on yourself. But having support around you is vital. And you don't need a whole lot. You need like at least 1, 2, 3 good people.
Yeah.
and you'll collect them as you go through your journey. So when you have this work in front of you, embrace it. Learn about yourself, learn about the work. You want to change people's lives, first start with yourself. Secondly, you want to really get into some work, you're going to be probably offered opportunities to learn the skills you needed to do the stuff long term, right? Because like I said, I'm building projects in my day job that are amazing. Super proud of them and my team. But if I didn't have the skills that I gained in my 20s working in banking for 9 years, or the dedication of study and analytical knowledge and memorization like the railroad gave me,
Mm-hmm.
project management from just working with my friends in other companies, and then really embracing them and embodying them, I wouldn't be any good at anything I'm doing. I wouldn't have the improvements I would be having.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to do that because it takes patience, and we constantly say, why am I doing it? We're looking for the purpose, right? It's almost like we're saying, can I find something that's going to be in my future that validates why I'm doing this now?
Mm.
I need to make sure I'm taking away all the risk that I'm wasting my time before I even step foot into trying.
Mm.
Why are you doing that? Trust the process. I don't trust nobody. All right, well, that's okay if you don't. But you gotta, for this to
You ain't
work, you
gonna
at
trust
least gotta
nobody. Trust yourself.
trust yourself,
Yeah, trust yourself.
and that's harder than trusting other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many people are afraid to make decisions on what they want for dinner because they're afraid they're gonna pick something they don't like?
Yep.
How many of
Yeah.
us are more afraid of losing than we have a desire to win?
Mm.
My friend Law tells me that all the time. And it's valuable for information that he tells me because it's true. Fear is a killer, man. And we live in a world where that's used as a vital tool for your attention and to direct you where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna scare you. Many of us don't leave America because we think everywhere else around the world is horrible. And then you leave and you're like, wait, it's kind of nice over here. There are bad parts. Don't get me
Find
wrong.
out
There's wars going on outside.
Find out it was all propaganda.
But whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
A lot of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Go see for yourself. Go try. Be curious.
Mm-hmm.
Be curious. Be hopeful. It may turn out great, right? Think about it. You walk into a room, job interview, 50-50 chance. Flip a coin. If someone said you have a 50-50 chance of winning lottery, flip this coin. 50-50 chance of winning $1 billion in the lottery or losing everything you have, what would you do?
I'll flip the coin, and whatever the result is, I'll continue to build.
And that, my friend, being able to build is
I
the
mean, I'm still
reason
alive. I'm not
why
losing my life.
you will continue to take the chances to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Because when had nothing and you've grown from that and created something, you don't have the fear of losing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know if you take a chance and you lose it again, it's just going to take more work to get back up. It may suck and it may be a long time and tiring and all that, but you have the confidence in yourself to say, I'm just going to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do it again. I've done it. I think 3 times now. My friends make fun of me.
Yep.
It's like, well, you've completely built up your life into something awesome and threw it all away to do it again 3 times. And I'm at the point now, they're like, well, go all in on whatever you want. You've done it 3 times. Why would you have fear now? And it's so true. I don't want to go down. No one wants to suffer. No one wants to lose at all. But if it's a need be on my path to learn something, I have to trust the process.
Yep.
And I have to say there's something for me to learn and grow from here. I don't know what it is, but it'll come to me eventually. I'm going to be quiet, sit down, meditate on this and see where it comes to me and take it from there. It'll give me new purpose, new drive to move forward in life.
Mm.
And that may just be my outlook, right? Could just be think positive. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to think that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to think that way, man. Sheesh, AJ, I do want to know, like, where you're in a
hot seat.
You're in an interesting, bro. That's a cold seat. Let's be honest there. We totally forgot to turn the heat on in the studio today. And I'm wearing short. I never shove my hands like this. I'm usually on the table. The table's cold. But now, you're kind of in the part in your journey that's like, it's interesting because you're a co-star in my journey, but I'm also a co-star in yours. Yeah. So as I grow, you grow, and as you grow, I grow. And it's the weirdest combination at this point. Not weird as in bad, but weird as in interesting, amazing, and cool to watch.
Mm.
Like, where do you find your mentality on most days, given where you are in your journey? Where are your thoughts like?
Um, as far as like everything, or
Yeah, like, do you wake up and like have worries of your day, like, oh God, what's gonna happen, or I hope this doesn't happen, or
um,
is it wake up and you're like domination today, everything's gonna rule?
not all the time. I would say that's every once in a while. Like I'll have that. Um, Lord, was that my stomach? But
You're gonna have to get some.
but yeah. I would say definitely. I have days where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm super confident about the
Yep.
day, right? I'm like, yeah, we about to take this over, and then those are usually the days that go super well too. Like
Hmm.
like you were saying earlier, and then I'll have days where I'm like, fuck, like once again, like this is trash.
Yeah, it don't feel good.
It don't feel good. Like those days where you don't have much in the account. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you
Or like
hungry?
you hungry.
Bro,
Then
it's raining
you got people
outside,
depending on you.
right?
The oldest in the family, so it's like
Bro, you're like, we about to have some
everybody
Captain
depended on
Crunch
me.
for
So it's
dinner
like,
right now.
yo,
It's a little different.
yeah, man. And it's like, especially being a person that was kind of, of course with the job, and I'm not saying that I was the top earner in the house, but I was definitely pulling in, um,
You're a provider.
yeah, you know, even if I didn't necessarily help out with everything, right? I helped out, with what I could, and going from that to taking the leap and doing and hopping on this path is different. And
Mm.
it takes a lot of getting used to, because there are days where you're hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, say that
Where
out loud
you're
again.
you're tired staying up thinking about the next move.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you want to build a family with not only your family, but like if you're in a relationship, because then it's a whole different ball game.
Oh yeah,
Now,
because you have another person.
yeah, and then on top of that, you better hope that the person that you're with understands the shit. Because if not,
Oh yeah, then the support you're looking for may or may not be there.
yeah.
And
So
it is a team journey. We
mhm,
don't talk about that with the work, right?
yeah, man.
Because even if you decided to embark on this journey, your spouse may not have,
Mhm,
and that's a whole nother discussion
yeah.
because the people in your life and the support they give are going to be an intricate part to your success, whether you
Mhm,
like it or not. Because if they're not working with you, they're working against you. It's very difficult to have a neutral party. Because when you're trying to do this and like you have those days where your mind's in a negative place, you want that support to push you around.
yeah.
If you have somebody else that's in your corner and you're not having a great day, and out of nowhere they're like, well, maybe it's right, maybe it's not working out.
Mhm,
You're like, don't say that,
yeah.
right? But that's the thing is like sometimes you need to hear that. To be honest with yourself, like, is this really what I'm about? Is this
Mhm,
really what I'm trying to do? I need to be honest with myself. Is this struggle? I'm cool with this. I'm okay with this right now. I'm willing to go through this to get to what I want. To me, the answer is always yes, because like there losing is not an option. Trust in the system. You walk in your purpose. It's not just losing is not an option because like this is my path and this is my journey, because you're not going to stop and give up.
yeah.
You're willing to keep going, even if it sucks. You're going to keep going because you either know what that feeling of winning is, or you want to know what that feeling of winning is.
I want to know. That's why I
Right
ain't
now,
looking.
you're at the point where you want to know, and I'm starting to understand and know a little bit about what winning feels like.
Mm,
Right, but I only had a taste. Based on the things I want to do, it's going to be a lot more and a lot bigger.
mm.
People watching this channel, like, what is he talking about? He's got like 30 views on his videos. But would it help us out? Like, share, comment, and do some more.
Yeah, man.
Seriously. I hope that thing at the bottom, like the
What?
color went around the ring on the like button when you say it. I don't
Oh
know if
yeah.
that's is that automated? So if I said like, share, and subscribe, somebody in the comments let me know if it did that.
Oh no 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 no
You
no.
have to do that?
Yeah, a person has to like it in real time.
No, no, no. Yeah, I know that, but I'm
Oh,
saying does the I'll show it to you later because on YouTube,
oh, you talking about
they
like when it pops up?
yeah, it pops up on the bottom, like when they say it in the
No, you
video.
gotta add that.
Oh man,
I can add it for you. I add it.
I thought it was cool. You know,
No, no,
I thought it automatically. I was like, yo, these people are getting YouTube's getting good with the automation, bro. I was all in. I was all in. Oh man,
yo,
seriously, I
oh
was so
man,
hyped
you
for it.
old
I
school
was so
man.
hyped for it. But I know we're getting so
This man's old
serious.
school.
This is- I am old school. Like, see, that's how you can tell I'm getting detached from something. I think everything's AI and it's automated,
Yo,
and it's probably not. But yet I drive like a manual transmission car with no bells and whistles. So like, yeah, you kind of gotta
yeah.
be cool with it. But
Oh man.
Yeah, man, it's pretty wild that it is the work that takes you to get there.
Mhm.
'Cause I think we're not fed that. Like we don't no one shows the work. And that's why like part of me is like maybe I should show my journey a little bit more.
Mm.
Maybe I should show the struggle, the 16-hour nights, the not seeing my family all the time.
I'm not gonna lie. I would say, hey, start a vlog side of this channel,
Vlog side of this channel, like a GoPro joint.
like
And
kind
just
of
be
like just day in the life.
well, we could probably do
Building
that. I would
building
have
AS,
to
building ASOL episode 1, episode 2.
I would have to legitimately hire somebody to edit all that for me.
Hey, I would go crazy. Just
Well,
put me in.
let's just see. We'll
Or
put out there to the universe.
yeah.
Universe, if it is in your power for
Mm,
me to start sharing my life on an epic level of day-to-day activity to really share what it takes to build.
mm,
Um, present us with the funds,
yeah.
the gear, and the opportunity to do so. And
Drop a
we'll do
like,
it.
subscribe, and comment.
So
Yes, what's
put it out
in
there, see how it takes. Maybe not overnight, maybe
the
overnight, maybe
universe.
get a call tomorrow and someone says, hey, I'm giving you X amount of thousands of dollars to do that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens. Or we just keep working. Someone sees a video and says, I like the idea, keep going.
Yeah.
Who knows? Not my determination or decision how it happens. I'm only here to enjoy if and or when it happens.
Yeah.
Patience. No one just things are going to come to you. So, AJ, we had an interesting, before we got in here, you printed out 3 pages on your vision board.
Yes, sir.
Now, we talk about everything in which we want to manifest comes from the work. Like the things you have on your vision board are important to you.
Mhm.
Like, do you feel as if you're truly prepared for the work it takes to get there? Or do you feel like it's still something that you won't truly understand or know you're ready for until you get there?
I'm ready for it.
Ready for it,
I'm,
determination.
I'm super ready for it. Like, I feel like everything that I've done up to this point has led me to actually prepping myself both mentally and physically for the work that needs to be done.
Mm. So
And,
is it
and
kind of like the Lord of the Rings, start of the Fellowship, off of the Shire? I don't know what I'm going to see, but I'm going to keep going until I get there.
yeah,
Okay, I got that. Please continue. I know I kind of cut you off.
Lord of the Rings is crazy.
Yeah.
Like precious. But,
Yes.
yeah. So I would say, like I said, I've been through the jobs and like just seeing both sides, right? Not working, and it was earlier. I would say when I was at my last job, right? Costco, for everybody that's watching that don't necessarily know.
The shout out for the slice of pizza been the same price for all these years, and the
Yo,
hot dog.
That joint,
You
that's
looking
my
for
stomach,
Monster
though.
Glizzy?
Don't
Hit
eat
up
that
the
joint.
store.
Don't. That's the worst pizza you could get, though. It's good,
Is it though?
but it'll mess you up.
Is it though?
It'll mess you up.
Is it?
Have you in the bathroom, man? That have you messed up.
Is
But
it though? They give
had
you time
to-
to read.
I had 2 of those joints. That joint,
The whole
messed me
pie or just a slice? Because
Nah,
it's
just a
wild
slice.
how big that slice
up.
is.
Yeah,
Bro,
What a Sunday.
I got bro
My team.
group trip, Costco
Oh man.
on a Saturday with the free samples.
Yeah.
We're making this happen soon.
Not to Costco. Just not the one in.
It's like,
Just
bro,
not the one
what-
over there, man.
Where is your life going that you're hyped about Costco on a Saturday? Pull up in the Rari and then
Oh,
go to
man.
Costco on a Saturday.
Pull up in the GTR, man.
Yo, let's go.
Hey man, say man. But yeah, it's like it's like everything I've been going through has prepped me for this moment for me to take this leap.
Mm.
And it's like every time I think about retracting, like, yo, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? It's like the universe always shows me signs like, yo, nah, this is what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
Like I think about the time where I was like, yo, like my membership, it was invalid. And then like I called y'all, and then after that, like we started working right off, like literally right after that. And then not too long after that, I'm working with Mason Black. Come on now. Like,
You outside. It's putting you in
Outside.
places, right?
Yeah.
You're running, like you said, you were getting kind of almost affirmation type acts
mhm,
that like this is the right place for you. It may not have
Yeah.
been the big break, but it's showing like, hey, if you keep working, this is what we have for you.
yeah.
For those who don't know, like if that's an organization that my organization also worked with.
Yeah.
So like you said, small. What are the odds that we know each other and we both provided
Crazy.
services to the same organization?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's extremely true about the
Mhm.
validation and confirmation of you're supposed to be here. That's been my experience as well,
Mm,
because usually, like my endeavors in life, right? I've always had this pattern. I get an idea to do something.
mhm,
The universe presents me with an example of what I can have. That example may or may not be the actual first one for me. And then eventually there'll be a lull, a call where I may or may not care. It'll be the journey where I'm maybe looking for something.
Mm.
And then one day out of nowhere, randomly, the right one will pop up.
Yeah.
And it'll literally, everything will fall into place effortlessly. It happens like that with anything I desire
Mm.
on some type of scale. Literally. And anytime I get that first taste, I'm like, oh, this one's going to change everything.
Mhm.
That one leads to a next level, and usually that next level changes to the bigger piece.
Yo.
So what you're experiencing is that complete confirmation, my guy.
Mm.
Now I want to dive into the spiritual piece. A lot of people say like we're human beings, we always look for patterns, and so numbers is one of them. But do you see angel numbers when you go places?
I've been seeing if we talk about angel numbers, I've been seeing them a lot more lately.
Mm.
And I remember there was a point when I was working, I wasn't seeing I don't know what it was, if it was like a spiritual block that was happening, but I wasn't seeing them as frequent when I was working or when I wasn't necessarily doing this.
Mm.
And I don't know, like that, I don't know if that's the universe telling me like, yo, just
Hearing
take
your
that leap.
purpose, hey, it could be.
You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that it wasn't happening as frequent. And once I took that leap, it's like I'm seeing it daily. Like
Huh.
I'll go to sleep, wake up 333 on the clock. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's crazy how the universe, God, whatever you wanna call it, it's like you get these things put in front of you. And it's like, yo, what are you gonna do about that? Are you just gonna allow that to just sit there, or are you gonna work with that and use it? The universe is giving you something for a reason.
Mm.
Everything that we do to everybody that we meet, right?
Yeah.
It's for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it plays a major part.
Mm.
Um, like they even found a calculation to organize the chaos of the universe, which is
Mm.
mind boggling to me. Like, I'll need to read more into that. But
Leave the universe alone, man.
I think it's interesting, like no matter what it is you do,
Mm.
no matter what it is you think, like it will make sense for you.
Mm.
Long as it works for you, right? Because
Yeah.
the person that's like, woe is me, the universe is always kind of dumping on me, then it usually continues to happen.
Mm.
Person like, all those great things keep happening to me. Life is amazing. Usually those life is amazing things keep happening to them.
Mm.
And yeah, it's kind of like the law of attraction is the universe has to create what in there for you ask for.
Mm.
What if that was really it? Like
Yo.
real talk, right? What if the universe is all around you in energy and what you attract is what you keep thinking and saying all the time? So if I sit here and go, my life is amazing. I'm a billionaire doing billionaire things, creating, manifesting, and building things around the world and a massive level of control for opportunity for people I've never been seen on this lifetime and in this world.
Mm.
What if I say it right now and you guys look back on this video 5, 10, 15, or 20 years from now and go, yo, Chris Jefferson said that on YouTube
Oh.
and look at his life now, changing the world, manifesting and believing in his destiny that he's here to change things on a massive scale for this world.
Mm.
I believe it. I can feel it when I say it. I love it. I live it every day, right?
Mm.
So for me, I'm looking for those things to happen. Now, if that means that my brain is trying to put the pieces together where it's saying, okay, I'm constantly looking for opportunity to grow, it's still working.
Mm.
Still working because now my brain's in a mindset of looking for opportunity to take advantage to keep growing.
Yeah.
So whether you believe in it or not, just having that mindset like that is going to get you in a better place than where you were than saying, oh, nothing good happens to me.
Yeah.
No, great things happen to me every single day of my life, every single day, all day long, every single day, great things happen.
Mm.
It's fantastic. It's great. Right. But they're great because they're opportunities to put in the work.
Mm.
And when you get the results of the work, then you believe the work is worth it. Right. No one goes to the gym. Like you go to the gym and you're telling yourself, I know this is going to work. If I keep going to the gym, I'm going to look great.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel better. But you're going, unless you felt that once, you're going off pure evidence that somebody else did it.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm trusting that I could do the same thing you did. Internally, I don't know. It may not be for me,
Yeah.
right? But I'm going to take a chance because I see you did it.
Mm.
True faith is doing something that's never been done before just because you solely believe it. Those are the people I'm interested in talking to and discovering. How did you see something and do it different? Kanye, very controversial man. Not just right now, but for a long time.
Yeah.
He always says, I can do anything. Right?
Mm.
His whole life is orchestrated through anime characters and plots and themes in which he's orchestrate into his music, which is a brilliant and amazing marketing plan and scheme to have that depth of field. But I think you can only have that level of depth if you're walking your purpose and you see it on a long term drive,
Mm.
right? I think I said this before where Tyler the creator was like, yo, I've had books when I was younger of just things I wanted to create, items I want to do, video ideas. And now I'm older, I'm doing them. He said, the universe is showing you something. Go get it, go do it. Those people that are willing to dream bigger are those that see something a little bit different and bigger. Mind you, they probably got to the point where they stopped denying that these things are going to be real or not.
Okay.
Because how many people go, I would love to do this, but I just think that's not for me. They shoot down their own dream.
The universe is like, all right.
I don't even want to dream big because what happens if I get it? Then what? What's that feeling like? Oh, I don't want to dream big. What happens if the opportunity to get it comes and it's harder than I think?
I ain't gonna lie, that almost happened to me.
Say word.
That almost happened to me. And that was when, it wasn't with Costco, but it was with, I think the job I had before. Was it the real?
I'm about to say, because Costco got a lot of action in your life. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I had beef at Costco, man. Hey.
no, we don't talk about beef here.
Oh wait.
The only beef you ever have at Costco is those foot-long hot dogs.
Yeah. Hey, yo. Yeah. I would just say it was one of my jobs. I got to the point where it was like, okay, this is it. Then I'm cool with that. And what ended up happening, I think I got fired. Actually, I got fired from that job.
Why do you think you got fired?
Hey, universe had better in store for me.
Could be.
Yeah, or it was,
or because you didn't want to be there, reflected in your work. You didn't do a good job, and you stopped caring.
True.
Or it's both, because then it not feeling fulfilled made that happen, and then So it worked either way.
Yeah,
because it led you to something better.
It's crazy.
Isn't that beauty that you can argue via physics and logic of life, or you could argue through spirituality, and you're like, maybe they're both right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Post in the comments below. like it'd be interesting, man. Sheesh, man. How long have we been going? Because I didn't even check the time, and I don't want to be that guy.
I don't even know. What am I saying?
Yeah, I was like, you literally at the
48.
48. All right, let's keep going for a little bit. Man. I don't just want to end it here because it's been a really good show, and I like this conversation. I do want to end it with this because I know our ending is a little bit much. Like, AJ, as someone that's starting, and you realizing how much work it's going to take for you to get to where you were to be, and openly, willingly going, yes, sir, please, can I have another?
Yeah.
What is some advice you'd give to young people out there looking to do the same thing?
Oh, man. I would say, I would literally just say, don't ever downplay the dreams that you have, right? The dreams that you have are like follow. I would say this, right? Follow your gut. Simple as that. Follow your gut. If you have an idea, work on that idea and get around people that actually feed the dreams that you have, or that feed your thoughts. Because a lot of the times we'll be around people that kind of shoot down the dreams that we might have, and then we'll internalize that and think that the dreams that we have are not possible. So I would say if you're a young person starting off, or you're looking to build something, whether it be a business, YouTube channel, brand, whatever you're trying to build, put yourself around people that are also that are super positive, but are also building, so that they can also feed you, or feed into you as well. And yeah, man, just be present. Be present. Be patient. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I'm still battling with that myself, but definitely take your time. Be patient. Don't rush. Stay positive. Stay beasting.
Ooh. Don't rush. Stay positive. Stay beasting.
That was actually my old slogan.
AJX Beast.
That was actually my old slogan. It's still
going
a thing,
to be your slogan still.
Yeah.
And we got to get that on a shirt.
Yeah,
I want a shirt that says AJX Beast, stay beasting.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty sick. No, I like what you said there. Be around people that feed into what you want to do, and also feed into them.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about giving. Tons to be said about giving.
Oh, yeah.
Pour into people. People are long-term projects. Just like you want them to pour into you, because you're a long-term project. I'm a long-term project.
Yeah.
I have amazing people that pour into me. If you're watching right now, thank you guys. I love you. Like it's been an amazing life. It is an amazing life. It's an amazing
Mhm.
journey. And I hope yours is too. If you're watching it and it's not, believe that you have the power to get up and make those changes. Something small. Don't do it. It doesn't have to be big.
Mhm.
Doesn't have to be big. You're tired of being late for work? Wake up 5 minutes early tomorrow. See if it makes a difference.
Yeah.
You're tired of just sitting on the couch and watching TV? Turn it off. Unsubscribe from Netflix.
Hey, or give away the TV.
Give away the TV.
You know?
That's kind of hard though.
I
That's
gave
a straight
my
cold turkey move.
my
Well,
personal
sometimes you
TV.
need
Yeah,
that.
my personal TV. I gave away. Yeah, personal TV. I gave away.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. TVs are weird. But they're great. Weird. You want a bigger one? And you're like, I watch too much. But that's a whole ordeal. I think we're gonna get into that show next time to talk about balance, having fun in it, and keeping going because it's important to do both.
Yeah.
Be a kid and be silly. We know we need to get into that discussion of when you raise kids, being a kid yourself.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be
we
a
gotta
whole
touch on
episode,
that.
bro.
Yeah, we gotta definitely go back.
Yeah, I think we gotta get one of the dads out here. I want to have Lewis to talk about that show.
Okay.
I think we're gonna invite him back. I want to get some more people back. But yeah, I think we're good and done with the show.
I'm
this
not gonna
time.
lie. Hey, Father's Day is right on.
Father's Day is right.
We could get a bunch of fathers.
Oh, I know a bunch of fathers.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fire.
That'd be
Maybe we'll do a whole series of fathers for the month of June.
Yeah.
Father's Month.
Yeah, probably get like 2, 3 fathers,
2 or 3 fathers.
maybe more.
Darth Vader was a father.
That's wild.
I still love it. I still love it. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we love you as always. We appreciate you being with us.
Yes.
And if you stuck with us this on the listen, you know what we're gonna ask. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, share it with one of your friends, anybody you think who can benefit from the message and the values in which we're spewing.
Yes,
We're open to anything. If you want to be on the show, you want to talk to us, you have a great story you think you should share, reach out to us. We're open to guests that want to talk. We're looking for fascinating stories.
yes, yes.
We're listening to fascinating people. We do this because we like learning about people and we love to learn about you. Send us an email to astateofloud@gmail.com. It's astateofloud@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
And this is your boy Chris J signing off. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Continue on the journey. Never stop. Don't give up. Even if you got to work a 9 to 5 to fuel it, there's nothing wrong with having a living for yourself, a nice bed to sleep in, and equipment you need to continuously grow. The grind will always be there for the work, but you don't have to struggle in it to make it work if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Please realize, understand that, and be willing to push yourself to grow. Without anything else, AJ, you got anything to say for the people?
Hey man, keep your head up, stay present. Once again, stay positive, stay beast, man.
Let's go,
AJ's
people.
beast, man.
Let's go, people. You always know what it is. It's nothing but love, and as always,